The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 2 comes bearing the subtitle, The Book of Carol, after Melissa McBride's return to the zombie franchise, but her comeback should copy one vital trick from the first episode of Rick Grimes' spinoff. Despite initially being announced as a joint venture between Daryl and Carol, Daryl Dixon Season 1 ultimately morphed into a solo project for Norman Reedus. Fortunately for Carol fans, Melissa McBride's post-apocalyptic warrior resurfaced in Daryl Dixon Season 1's ending, and she will now play a major role in the upcoming Daryl Dixon Season 2. As shown previously, Daryl made contact with Carol shortly before his unexpected vacation to France. Daryl claimed he was coming home but never returned, and Carol is now looking for her missing friend. Daryl Dixon Season 2 footage shows Carol hot on his trail, investigating the fuel stop where Daryl was first abducted by the villainous Pouvoir de Vivants group. With international flights not quite as common as they used to be, however, Carol has a long way to go before reaching Daryl in France, and that geographical obstacle poses a problem for her return. Daryl and Carol should unite in Daryl Dixon Season 2, Episode 1, like Rick and Michonne did. Daryl Dixon shouldn't make audiences wait for Season 2's reunion. Given how far Carol must travel, it is not unreasonable to expect her solo journey to last most of the upcoming season, culminating in a heartfelt reunion during the penultimate episode or Season 2 finale. Leaving Daryl and Carol's reunion until the end of Season 2, however, would be a massive mistake for Daryl Dixon. Doing this would completely miss the biggest benefit of bringing Carol into Daryl Dixon's cast, the on-screen chemistry between Melissa McBride and Norman Reedus. As great as Daryl and Carol are as individuals, the duo's popularity derives from interactions they shared throughout 11 seasons of The Walking Dead. The power couple already spent the entirety of Daryl Dixon Season 1 in separate countries. If Daryl and Carol remain apart for most of Season 2, The Walking Dead will miss out on Reedus and McBride being a team, which is arguably the most exciting aspect of her reappearance. The inevitability of the reunion makes delaying it even more nonsensical. It's a matter of when Daryl and Carol find each other, not if. There is no suspense or tension to be gained by keeping viewers guessing, only frustration. Rick and Michonne's story in The Ones Who Live proves that The Walking Dead knows this. Rather than spending 5 episodes building up to a reunion that was always guaranteed to happen, Michonne clapped eyes on her long-lost lover in the final moments of Episode 1. The remainder of The Ones Who Live Season 1 then took full advantage of Andrew Lincoln and Denai Gurira's chemistry rather than dragging out Michonne's journey and underutilizing a great Walking Dead partnership. How Carol can reach France within one episode of Daryl Dixon Season 2. The Ones Who Live holds the answer to Carol's return. Carol aiming Daryl's crossbow at a zombie in The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 2. Carol clearly has more ground to physically cover in Daryl Dixon Season 2, which makes the prospect of a reunion in Episode 1 far less likely than it was for Rick and Michonne. The Walking Dead cannot afford to make Carol's journey from the US to France seem easy or quick, as that would risk underselling the stakes and magnitude of her transatlantic quest. Fortunately, Rick and Michonne's story in The Ones Who Live helpfully highlights a potential solution.